So today we will discussing about the histology and ultrastructure of male genital systems. So prior to start this topic, first of all, we must have an idea about the structures of male genital system. What are the organs comes under the male genital system? So we all know male genital systems contains the following organs. One which act as the glands or gonads, that is in pair, and another structures is in the tubular form that play major role for the transportation of a sperm as well as for transportation of fluid, that is seminal plasma or semen. Okay, so are you listening to me, Vijay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you see here, I will share the slide later on. So male genital system contains the one gonad, which is the testis, and tubular organ, that is the epididymis, ductus deferens, and ejaculatory part of urethra, penis, and accessory sex gland, that is seminal vesicles, prostate, and bulbourethra. So in this slide, you see the pictures of the male genital systems, where it's located, and it's the gonads as well as the tubular part. So this is the testis, and this is the
Yes, sir.
testis which located in the inguinal regions, and testis after the formation of its tubular part, another tubular organs that is known as vas deferens, which goes upward in directions and reaches near the glands. There are three accessory sex glands. First is seminal vesicles. Next will, that is the vesicular gland. Next will the prostate gland, and another is the bulbourethral gland. So these three glands are visible. Visible,
Ji.
Vijay. So three glands.
Yes, sir.
From here, testis, inside the testis, following histological structures as well as the gross structure present, we will see later on. So this is the position of the testis located in the inguinal regions and hanging by a cord that is known as spermatic cord. And this spermatic cord contains major part of the ductus deferens and other structures of also. So you see the histology of testis. Histology of testis. Testis on its outer side contains the skins, which mainly composed of hairs and sweat glands, and other structure are also. Later on, the fibrous structure below the skin that contains tunica albuginea, which contains more number of collagen fibers and reticular fibers also. Later on, after the tunica albuginea, another layer is vascular layer, that is known as tunica vasculosa, and after that, another layer is the
Yes, sir.
fibrous layer that also contains collagen fibers. That also contains collagen fibers. Okay, so this collagen fiber septa runs inside the testis and divides the testis in the many lobules that is known as testicular lobules. We will see later on. So these testicular lobules divide the testicles by a septa that is known as testicular septa. That is known as testicular septa. And inside the testicular lobules, there is a sperm forming tubules, that is the seminiferous tubule. A sperm forming tubules, that is the seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules mainly contains two cells, Sertoli cells and Leydig cells. Later on, these seminiferous tubules goes towards the middle of the center and forms a network-like structure that is known as rete testis, and in between rete testis, middle part of the testis is known as mediastinum testis. Later on, this tubular part of the rete testis runs upward in directions and forms a tubular structure that is about 6 or 8 to 12 in number, which is responsible for carry the sperm from seminiferous tubules or rete testis to the epididymis. This structure is known as vas efferentia. This structure is known as vas efferentia, vas efferentia. Later on, this part is converted into epididymis. So you see the structures here. This is the outermost part. Vijay, this is visible.
Yes, sir. It is
This is the
visible.
outer part. This is the tunica vaginalis. This is the outer part. Later on, the tunica albuginea. This is the albuginea, and external layer is the skin. And in between, many collagen fiber and elastic fibers are also present. So this tunica albuginea, or below that is the fibrous layer. This fibrous layer goes inside and divides. This is the whole structure of the testis from here to here. This divides the whole structure in the many lobules. This is the lobules. This is the lobules, and this is the septa. White color structures you are saying. This is the septa, na? This is visible, Vijay?
Yes, sir.
Septa. Septa goes inside the testis and divided into the many lobules. This lobules is called testicular lobules. Okay, this lobules is called testicular lobules, and inside the testicular lobules there is a fine tubular structure present. This is known as seminiferous tubules. This is known as seminiferous tubules. So this is clear. First is outermost structure is tunica vaginalis, or a skin layer. Later on the tunica vaginalis, albuginea, vasculosa, and fibrous layer. These fibrous layers goes in the form inside. This runs in straight in direction, that is known as septa. And by the entry of septa inside the testis, this whole testis, single testis divided into many lobules. This is known as testicular lobules. And this testicular lobule is for the accommodation of a sperm forming tubules, that is known as seminiferous tubules. This seminiferous tubules goes in the middle. This is the middle portion, and this is the seminiferous tubule. This is the seminiferous tubule. All seminiferous tubules comes in contact with each other and forming a network like a structure that is known as reti testis. So this is clear, Vijay? Reti testis. And this structure is reti testis, and this portion, middle of this portion, is known as mediastinum testis. This is the mediastinum testis, and whole reti testis runs upward in direction and forms about 6 to 12, a dozen in number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dozen in number. This is known as vasa efferentia. This is known as vasa efferentia, and these all vasa efferentia connected to each other and forming here the epididymis part. This is known as the head of epididymis. This is known as the head of epididymis, and this epididymis runs downward in directions, and this portion is called body of epididymis. This portion is called body of epididymis. Later on, this is the tail of epididymis. From here, this is the tail of epididymis, and after that, this epididymis converted into this single. This is the bottom part of this tubular part. This is known as vas deferens. This is known as vas deferens or ductus deferens. This is known as vas deferens. And whole structure which is responsible for the hang the testis in the inguinal canal in a scrotum. This is known as spermatic cord. This is known as spermatic cord. So from external to internal, you have cleared the structure of the testis. Outermost is skin, which contains hairs and sweat glands and other structures. After that, tunica vaginalis. After that, tunica albuginea, fibrous layer. This fibrous layer goes inside, form the septa, and this septa divide the whole testis into the many lobules, that is known as testicular lobules. And this testicular lobule is for the accommodation of seminiferous tubules, and this seminiferous tubules comes in contact towards the center, form the reti testis, and this reti testis runs upward in direction, that is about a dozen in number. This is known as vas efferentia. After that, it forms epididymis. So this is the head of epididymis, and this structure is known as body of epididymis. Later is the tail of epididymis, and this one is the ductus deferens or vas deferens. And later on, it comes in contact with a cord that is known as a spermatic cord, which contains ductus deferens, artery, vein, nerve, lymphatic, and other structure. So up to this is clear, I think. You see, this is also a clear-cut picture. This is the outermost portion of this skin. Is this outer layer of the testis? This is the skin, which contains hairs and the sweat gland, and this layer is known as, the cursor is visible, this is tunica vaginalis. Just after skin is the tunica vaginalis. This is the tunica vaginalis. You see here, this is the tunica vaginalis, and later on tunica albuginea. So you tell me which structures is in towards the seminiferous tubules, either is tunica vaginalis or tunica albuginea.
Tunica albuginea.
Tunica albuginea, right? Means tunica vaginalis is the outermost structure just below the skin. So this is the tunica albuginea. After tunica albuginea, these structures you see here, these structures is see those goes inside. This goes inside and divide the testis in the many lobules. This structure is known as testicular lobules, and this structure is known as septa, testicular septa. So this is the testicular septa is the boundary of two lobules, and inside the lobules there is a
जी
sperm forming tubules located. This is known as seminiferous tubules, and this seminiferous tubules
ठीक
is
है
the tortuous structure which becomes a straight, that is known as a straight tubules. Okay, and after that, these straight tubules which is originated from the each part of the seminiferous tubules becomes form a network like structure. This is the network like structure. This structure is known as
जी
this structure is known as
रेटेड टेस्ट
rete testis, right? After that, this rete testis runs upward on direction and forms about dozen. This is the about 12 की संख्याएं होती है. इसको हम लोग कहते हैं
जी
vas efferents or efferent ductiles. This is the vas efferents.
जी
After that, it forms the
जी
part of epididymis, that is the head of epididymis. This is the head of epididymis, okay? And this is the body of epididymis, and this portion is known as tail of epididymis. After that, this structures converted, that is known as ductus deferens. Ductus deferens, and
जी
finally this is converted, comes in contact with the sphenotic cord. So I think this is the clear-cut picture of the testicles from the outside to internal structure, which contains the following
जी
structure from skin to the seminiferous tubules to the rete testis and vas efferents, later on epididymis, and this is converted into ductus deferens. So you see, this is the picture of the seminiferous tubules. Okay, so seminiferous tubules is also known as a sperm forming tubules. So these tubules look seminiferous tubules located in, you see this picture,
जी
located in testicular tubules. This is the testicular septa and testicular tubules, and this structure is known as seminiferous tubules. So histological structures. So this is the lumen. You see, this structure is the lumen, and this is the basement membrane. Basement membrane, that means this is the seminiferous tubule. Outermost part of this, outermost part where the process of spermatogenesis start. So this is known as basement membrane. Okay, this is known as
जी
basement. This is known as lumen. So this lumen is contains many of the cilia, you can see, and the microvilli. Microvilli. So you must know spermatogenesis and oogenesis. So oogenesis in ovum and spermatogenesis is related to the sperm. So whole process is
जी
under this seminiferous tubules. So basement membrane, this is the basement membrane which contains the first cell on its basement, that is known as spermatogonia. You see here, this is the basement membrane. Na? So this is
जी
spermatogonia. This spermatogonia later on converted into primary spermatocyte. So you see the picture. This is the round, somewhat round spermatogonia. This elongated structure is primary spermatocyte. Next, large in size and ready to contain some elongated structure that will finally converted into tail of a spermatocyte. So this is the secondary spermatocyte. Okay, after that tertiary, and then this is the spermatid, and after that this up to the this level, spermatogonia, primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, and spermatids, they all process are under the seminiferous tubules, and these spermatids ready to convert in spermatozoa, because at this stage tails are not fully developed. So near the rete testis, this spermatid is ready to come inside the lumen of the rete testis. So process of conversion of spermatid to spermatozoa is known as
स्पर्मियोजी स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस
spermiogenesis, right? Spermiogenesis. Okay, so this is the histological picture of the testis. So you see here again this picture. So this is the spermatid we have already discussed. This is the spermatocyte and spermatogonia. First spermatogonia,
जी
the primary, secondary, tertiary spermatocyte, then spermatid, and finally it converted in the spermatocyte, primary spermatozoa. Okay, so next
जी
slide you see the histology of testis contains first seminiferous tubules, that is also known as sperm forming tubules, which contains 4 to 5 thick layer of stratified epithelium. So you see here, this is 4 to 5 is this layer, this layer, this layer. ये जो देख रहा है ना, this is visible, विजय,
जी
this layer
जी, जहाँ कर्सर
है राइट, दोनों साइड से, इधर भी है और इस साइड से, क्योंकि ये ल्यूमेन है इसका सेंटर का, ये कह रहा है कि कंटेन्स 4 to 5 थिक लेयर्स ऑफ स्ट्रेटिफाइड एपिथेलियम एंड 2 इंपॉर्टेंट एंड वाइटल सेल्स, 2 बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण सेल्स हैं, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट एंड वाइटल सेल्स. One is located inside the seminiferous tubules, other is located outside the seminiferous tubules. Okay, so you see the location of these. On this is the seminiferous tubules, this is the basement membrane. Okay, we have already discussed basement membrane, which is made up of 4 to 5 thick layer of smooth muscle fiber, है ना? So this, right, so inside this cell is known as Sertoli cells. Those located inside the seminiferous tubules, that is known as Sertoli cells, and those located outside, means in between the two seminiferous tubules, that is known as interstitial cells or leading cells. So this is clear? Position of leading cells and position of Sertoli cells. You see also the structures of leading cells and the Sertoli cells. Leading cells are more prominent, having the more positions, and the structure are round and their structure are somewhat oval, and they contains its nucleus are prominent and this nucleus are not prominent. So there is difference between the leading cell and the Sertoli cells according to their positions and according to their structures. So this is clear? Vijay? Okay. So next,
yes,
you see here, we already see the process of spermatogenesis which takes in place inside the seminiferous tubule. So first will be the spermatogonia. This spermatogonia is going to start at the basement membrane. This is the basement membrane. Na? You see here, this is the basement membrane where the formation of spermatogonia started. This is the spermatogonia. Okay. Next, spermatogonia type A, B, and another after that. You see the structure. This is the basement membrane. This is the spermatogonia, first, second, and third. After that, it converted into a spermatocyte. That is the primary spermatocyte. Okay. See, this is the interphase. Next, primary extendophyte. This is the also the liptotin, jagotin, pacotin, diplotin. You have must aware about the cell division. So this all process from a spermatogonia to a spermatozoa whole takes place inside the seminiferous tubules. From here, a spermatid up to the rete testis. So see, this is the spermatogonia, primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, spermatid, and spermatozoa. So whole process takes place in this inside the seminiferous tubules, and this is known as spermatogenesis. Okay, and if for the histological point of view, this is the spermatocytogenesis. So you see here also the structures we have already discussed in the external as well as the internal side of the testis which presents. So you see here again we have already a spermatogonia to the spermatozoans, a spermatocyte, a spermatozoa. Okay. First, those started from this layer. This is the basement membrane. This is the spermatogonia. Next, primary spermatocyte. This is the primary spermatocyte. This is the secondary. Double division you see here, secondary, and this is a spermatid. This one is the spermatid, and after that it converted into a spermatozoa and comes towards the lumen of seminiferous tubules. Okay, so these all structures. You see, one of the important cells, this is known as Sertoli cells. This is this structure. This round structure is related to the spermatogonia, spermatocyte, that is primary, secondary, and spermatid and spermatozoa, and other structures. These structure is known as Sertoli cells. Okay, these all structure from here to here, which is responsible for to provide nutrition. ये इसको भोजन देने का काम कर रहा है, तभी तो ये स्पर्मेटोगोनिया है ना, प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी, टर्शियरी, नर्स सेल. आगे हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे, जानेंगे कि दिस Sertoli cells called by the seven name. इसको 7 नेम से हम पुकारते हैं। नर्सिंग सेल, मदर सेल, सपोर्टिंग सेल, सपोर्ट भी देने का कार्य कर रहा है। सस्टेंटाकुलर सेल, सस्टेन कर रहा है। मदर सेल, नर्सिंग सेल, भोजन देने का काम कर रहा है, जिससे क्या हो रहा है कि वन स्पर्मेटोगोनिया फाइनली कन्वर्टेड इनटू spermatozoa. This whole process takes place inside the seminiferous tubules, and one of the important cell is responsible for the all process. This cell is the Sertoli cells. Okay, so from here to here the cell division started, and in this slide you see this is the spermatogonia. You see here, this is the basement membrane, this one. Okay, spermatogonia. The first mitosis takes place, and this is followed by the mitosis primary spermatocyte. This is the lumen, and the primary spermatocyte, and whole process is under the control of an important cell. That cell is called Vijay.
Yes sir.
That cell is called, ये पूरे प्रक्रिया किस सेल्स के द्वारा किया जा रहा है?
मेल जर्म सेल सर।
जर्म सेल, मदर सेल्स, ओके, सर्टोली सेल्स, सभी काम सर्टोली सेल कर रहा है। हाँ, so this is spermatogonia, primary spermatocyte. Next, meiosis first takes place and it divided into secondary spermatocyte. First meiosis, next second meiosis, then spermatid, and after the spermatogenesis is the process which takes near the neck or near the or before the rete testis, and this in this process spermatid is converted into spermatozoa. Okay, so this is known as spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis means sperm converted into spermatozoa, and whole process from here to here is known as spermatogenesis. Okay, from spermatogonia to spermatozoa, spermatogenesis, and from spermatid to spermatozoa, spermiogenesis, and from spermatogonia to spermatid, spermatocytogenesis. There are three terms: spermatogenesis, spermatocytogenesis, spermiogenesis. This is clear?
जी
Vijay, this is clear?
जी
So
सर।
you see next, in next slide, this is the seminiferous tubules. You see this is the lumen of the seminiferous tubules, and in between two seminiferous tubules, one cells that is called Vijay.
Leydig cell,
Leading cell, light. This is also known as interstitial cells, located between the two seminiferous tubules. You see here, this is the ball that is made up of 4 and 5 thick layers of the basement membrane, and this sustentacular cells means Sertoli cell. This is the Sertoli cells, and outside the blood vessels are also present. So you see
another name of Sertoli cell is sustentacular cells.
Right, you say here those cell which located inside the seminiferous tubules, which play major roles for the whole process of spermatogenesis. Accordingly, they are nomenclatured: Sertoli cells, mother cells. Okay, supporting cells, support देने का काम कर रहा, sustentacular cells, nursing cells, nourishment cell, and endogen binding protein cells, जो इसको इन्हें बोलते हैं, ये सेल प्रोडक्शन करता है सर्टोली सेल, and it also form blood testicular barrier. These cells also form blood testicular barrier because these sperms are antigenic in nature. Okay, haploid cells. So body accordingly try to destroy this sperm because there is antigenicity because the haploid cells. So this Sertoli cells forms a barrier from here. You see, there no any unwanted material will go inside. So this Sertoli cells form a barrier. This barrier is known as blood barrier testis. Okay, blood testis barrier. This is this one. This whole structure. No any unwanted material will go or enters inside this seminiferous tubule. So this Sertoli cells forms a barrier that is known as blood testicular barrier. So this is also
वैसा ही है सर, CSF जैसा है।
हाँ राइट, CSF जैसा, जैसे हम लोग ब्लड ब्रेन बैरियर पढ़ते हैं, है ना, तो उसी तरह से यहाँ भी बनाता है। नेक्स्ट, the located outside between the seminiferous tubes, that is known as leading cell or interstitial cells, which play a major role for the production of testosterone hormone. So that's all about the structures of testes. So I think this is clear. Okay. First, we will discuss about the positions where it located. Prior to that, we have gone through major structure of the main genital systems. What are the organs? Two gonads, glands in the form of which is located in inguinal region, testis, and tubular structure, that is epididymis, ductal deferens, and ejaculatory part of the urethra, which form the penis and accessory sex gland. And next, testis, outer to inner structure, we have already studied: a skin, fibrous capsule, vascular layer, septa, and seminiferous tubules. Later on, dative testis, vasa deferens, vasa efferentia, epididymis, and vasa deferentia. So you see the structures of the testis. Later on, this is also a clear-cut picture of the different layer of the testis. We have already seen from the tunica vaginalis to the tunica alveolinea, and tunica. This is the septa. This divides the testis into the different. Okay. So this is the histological slide. You see the position of the different cells of the spermatogenesis, which start from the basement membrane, which contains 4 to 5 layers of the smooth muscle fiber. From the spermatogonia becomes to a start, later on converted into primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, spermatid. From up to this level, a spermatogonia to the spermatid, this is known as spermatocytogenesis. Okay, a spermatocytogenesis, and from a spermatid to a spermatozoa, this is known as spermiogenesis.
Spermiogenesis.
Right. From here to here is known as to a whole process is known as spermiogenesis. So is this is spermatocytogenesis from here to here, and whole process takes place inside the seminiferous tube. This is known as spermio. This is known as Vijay. All process which takes place inside the seminiferous tubules. This process is called Vijay. Bolo. Are you listening to me, Vijay? Hello, Vijay. Visible है slide?
Inside.
Okay. So next structure, just after the testis, which located.
Detail about history.
Next structure, which after the seminiferous tubular part is called epididymis. Okay, epididymis mainly formed by the union of vasa efferents, which is about 10 to 12 in number, runs upward in directions and forms a tubular structure that is about 10 to 12 in number. This tubular structure is called vasa efferentia. Okay, Vijay, this is clear?
Yes, sir.
So next structure is epididymis. Okay, next structures of the male genital system of the testis is epididymis. So this is the tubular part. Okay, this is the tubular part. First we clear about the picture. Later on we will go about their structures. So these pictures, first you saw this is the lumen of the epididymis, and this is the lining epithelium. We have must aware about the lining epithelium. First is the tunica mucosa, tunica submucosa, tunica muscularis mucosa, and tunica serosa or adventitia, because this is the tubular part. Okay, so tubular part, the innermost tunica mucosa, which contains the lamina epithelialis mucosa, that is lined by pseudostratified ciliated columnar. Cilia. This is the cilia. Asterocilia. This is the cilia. Okay, this is the cilia, innermost cilia, because which play major roles to provide movement of the spermatozoa. This is asterocilia. So this lining epithelium is pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. So this is the lamina epithelialis layer. Okay, this is the lamina epithelialis layer, which contains pseudostratified ciliated columnar cells, or inside the lumen. This is, what is this? inside the lumen, this structure is called sperm, which comes from the vas efferens. So this is the epididymis. Epididymis is the highly convoluted part, contains anatomically three parts, those located on the upward in position, that is the head of epididymis, also known as caput, and middle part, that is elongated portion, that is the body, and last part is known cauda of epididymis. Okay, so you see here also the picture of epididymis. This structure is known as head of epididymis. From here, this one. Okay, Vijay, this is clear. Head of epididymis, this is the body of epididymis, and this is the tail of epididymis. Later on, it converted into vasa deferens. Okay, so these three structures which play major role for the transportation and maturation. Many of the functions, about 4 or 5 functions of the epididymis, which is related to the spermatozoa or the male genital system. So you see histology of epididymis highly convoluted and contains major three parts: head, body, and cauda. And their epithelium is lined by pseudocylated columnar with asterocelia, and its function is absorption. Its function is absorption, means any secretions which is secreted by the sperm, that epididymis is responsible for the absorb their secretory product of the sperm. Also for secretion, some fluid, also epididymal fluid secreted by the epididymis, and the sperm which not becomes matured inside the seminiferous tubules or up to the vasa efferens, this is for the or act as the maturation of sperm, and finally it provide nutrition to the sperm. And when the becomes matured, and at the time of ejaculation, it becomes responsible for the transportation of spermatozoa from the epididymis to finally vas efferens and comes near the opening of urethra. So this is up to the this. I think this is clear. Clear, Vijay? Epididymis clear? Vijay? Up to the epididymis, this is clear. This is clear, Vijay? Clear, na? So next structure is ductus deferens. Ductus deferens. Ductus deferens means vas deferens. The structures, finally, this is the head of tail of epididymis, which converted in the single tubular part runs upward in directions and comes near the spermatic cord, and this tubular structure is known as ductus deferens. Okay, this structure is known as ductus deferens. So ductus deferens is also a tubular part, so it contains same histological structures as tubular organs, tubular structures which present in all the tubular part. So this is the straight tubular extend from tail of epididymis to the urinary bladder, जहां पे जाकर के ओपन करेगा, and having the following layer, we all know, outer innermost is tunica mucosa. Vijay, this is audible?
जी.
Tunica mucosa, which contains 3 layers: lamina epithelialis mucosae, lamina propria, and lamina muscularis mucosae. We have already discussed in the tubular organization of the digestive system. So this contains the pseudostratified ciliated columnar. Cilia is important because it is for the responsible for transportation of the sperm. Next, lamina propria contains elastic fibers, and lamina muscularis a smooth muscle. Tunica submucosa collagen fibers, and tunica muscularis mucosae, which contain inner circular and outer longitudinal, and outermost layer is the tunica adventitia or tunica serosa, which contains more number of blood vessels, nerves, lymphatics, and the connective tissue fiber. So this 4 layer is important for the tubular part, because here the ductus deferens is also the tubular organ which contains tunica mucosa to the tunica serosa layer, and its epithelium is pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. Okay, so you see this is the clear cut picture. So this outermost layer is tunica adventitia. This is clear, Vijay?
The outermost is adventitia.
Tunica adventitia, which contains more number of blood vessels, nerves, and lymphatic. These structures, blood vessel, nerves, lymphatic, these all present the tunica adventitia. And this is the lumen. This is the lumen, innermost layer, and this is the lamina epithelialis, means epithelium, pseudostratified ciliary columnar, and this part from here to here, lamina propria, you see here, this is the lamina propria, and this is the lamina muscularis mucosa, lamina, and this is the inner circular and outer longitudinal layer. This is from here to here, this is the bundle of layer, tunica muscularis mucosa, this is the tunica submucosa. So all structures in the form of tubular part, you see here, this is the picture diagram drawn by me. This is the lining epithelium, pseudostratified ciliary columnar, this one, pseudostratified ciliary columnar. This is the lamina epithelialis, and this is the lamina propria, and later on lamina muscularis, this is the lamina muscularis layer, this one, and this is the submucosa, this is the submucosa, tunica submucosa. This structure is tunica submucosa.
यूजी में ही बनाया है सर, यूजी में ही बनाया था, बहुत सुंदर है सर
यूजी में ही पढ़े थे
जी, यूजी में बनाया था सर ये वाला डायग्राम।
हाँ, यूजी में बनाए थे, जब व्हेन आई वाज अंडर ग्रेजुएट तभी बनाए थे इसको। और ये देखो बाहर हो गया टिनका एडवेंटेसिया, एंड दिस इज द मस्कुलर लेयर, आउटर सर्कुलर एंड इनर लॉन्गिट्यूडिनल। तो हम जब बोलते हैं आउटर सर्कुलर एंड इनर लॉन्गिट्यूडिनल, जब उसको कट करते हैं तो उल्टा दिखता हो, जो लंबा सा मसल से गोल गोल दिखेगा, है ना, ये देखो गोल गोल दिख रहा है, कहता इनर सर्कुलर एंड आउटर लॉन्गिट्यूडिनल, इस तरह से दिखता है। So this is all about the today's histology of testis, male reproductive organs. So within 2-3 minutes,
जैसे सर जी
हाँ, within 2-3 minutes again we can recapitulate। पूरे को मैं एक तरह से रिकैपिचुलेट करता हूँ, अगर उसमें समझने में असुविधा हो तो फिर बताना, ठीक है। फर्स्ट हम क्या पढ़े कि मेल जेनाइटल सिस्टम जो होता है वो उसमें दो मेजर पार्ट्स होता है, एक ट्यूबुलर, एक गोनाइड्स होता है, दूसरा ट्यूबुलर पार्ट होता है। फीमेल में भी साइन होता है, एक गोनाइड्स होता है जो कि ओवरी होगा और बाकी ट्यूबुलर पार्ट होगा। ये गोनाइड्स जो होगा दैट इज द टेस्टिस, एंड ट्यूबुलर पार्ट जो स्टार्ट करेंगे एपिडाइडेमिस से भी हो जाएगा, क्योंकि वो भी ट्यूबुल्स की तरह वास डिफरेंस भी होगा जो कि टेस्टिस में ही है, लेकिन वो भी ट्यूबुलर पार्ट आता है। लेकिन यहाँ पर हम डक्टस डिफरेंस से शुरू करते हैं। यूरेथ्रा जो कि पेनाइल यूरेथ्रा है, पेनिस है और एक्सेसरी सेक्स ग्लैंड है। These all structures are comes under the male genital system। यहाँ हम पोजीशन देख लिए, इंग्वाइनल रीजन में टेस्टिस होता है, तो अप टू द हेड ऑफ एपिडाइडेमी, टेल ऑफ एपिडाइडेमी वास्ट डिफरेंस यहाँ तक रहता है। उसके बाद ये डक्टस डिफरेंस में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, और ये डक्टस डिफरेंस ओपन करता है जाकर के ये जो प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड है और जो सेमिनल वेसिकल से वहां पे जाके ओपन करता है। और फाइनली ये यूरेथ्रा का दो पार्ट्स होता है, दो पार्ट ऑफ द यूरेथ्रा विच लोकेटेड इनसाइड द पेल्विक गडिल अप टू दिस इज द पेल्विक पार्ट ऑफ यूरेथ्रा। यहाँ से यहाँ तक का पेल्विक पार्ट, बीच में यूरेथ्रा है, और ये पोर्शन को हम लोग पेनाइल पार्ट बोलते हैं क्योंकि पेनिस का निर्माण करता है। दिस इज द पेनाइल पार्ट, और इसी में यूरेथ्रा रन करता है जो कि यूरिन और स्पर्म सीमेन को कलेक्शन करने में, बाहर करने में मदद करता है। सो टेस्टिस we have already gone through the gross as well as the histological structure। मेजर स्ट्रक्चर देख लिए, बाहर में स्किन होता है, फिर फाइब्रस कैप्सूल होता है, टिनका एल्विजिनिया, वेजिनेलिस होता है, एल्विजिनिया होता है, वो सेप्टा बनाता है जो कि टेस्टिस को डिफरेंट लेवल्स में बनाता है, उसको टेस्टिकुलर लेवल्स बोलते हैं। इनसाइड द टेस्टिकुलर लेवल स्पर्म फॉर्मिंग टेबल्स आर लोकेटेड, दैट इज नोन एज सेमिनिफेरस टेबल्स, और within the seminiferous tubules the important cells located, that is the Sertoli cells, or in between two seminiferous tubules, that is the leading cells or interstitial cells। When the seminiferous tubules goes
टेस्टिकुलर सेप्टा से ही सर, टेस्टिकुलर सेप्टा से ही टेस्टिकुलर हार्मोन निकलता है सर।
कुछ हार्मोन निकालता है, लेकिन वो टेस्टिकुलर सेप्टा जो गया ना, जो सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूबुल्स के लिए जगह बनाया, जिसमें सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूबुल्स रहा, ठीक है, सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूबुल्स के अंदर में जो सेल्स होगा दैट इज द सर्टोली सेल्स, और सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूबुल्स के बाहर यानी सेप्टा के बगल में जो रहेगा वहां पे लीडिंग सेल्स रहेगा,
लीडिंग सेल रहेगा,
हाँ, वही लीडिंग से टेस्टोस्टेरोन हार्मोन निकलता है, ठीक है। और ये सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूबुल्स जब आगे की ओर बढ़ता है, नेटवर्क बनाता है, उसको रेटी टेस्टिस बोलते हैं, और उस जगह का मिडिल वाला पार्ट को मीडियास्टाइनम टेस्टिस बोलते हैं, और ये कन्वर्ट हो जाता है रेटी टेस्टिस नेटवर्क लाइक जो स्ट्रक्चर था, आगे की तरफ बढ़ता है, ऊपर की तरफ 6 से 12, 8 से 12 स्पेसिस बाय डिफरेंस है, ये ट्यूब के रूप में कन्वर्ट होता है, जिसको लोग भास डिफरेंशिया बोलते हैं, भास डिफरेंशिया, डक्टस डिफरेंशिया, और वो फाइनली एपिडाइडेमिस में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है। एपिडाइडेमिस का 3 पार्ट्स होता है, कंटेन 3 पार्ट, हेड, बॉडी एंड टेल्स, दैट इज नोन एज द caput, corpus and cauda of epididymis, which play a major role for the transportation, maturation, secretion, of the spermatozoa sperms when there is a need of this physiological function. So this is the histological structure, a gross structure we can say, of the testis, which contains the following structure. And this is the histological slide, where the whole process of the spermatogenesis happens inside the seminiferous tubules from spermatogonia to the spermatozoa. Okay, so this is also a picture we show, in which we can see the Sertoli cells, spermatogonia, spermatocyte, spermatid, and all process from spermatogonia, primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, tertiary spermatocyte, spermatid, and spermatozoa. These all takes place in seminiferous tubules, and this is the role of Sertoli cells, which form testicular blood barrier, and all the process from spermatogonia to the spermatocytes takes place inside the seminiferous tubules with the help of Sertoli cells.
Yes,
and that's why Sertoli cells called as the mother cell, nursing cells,
or nurse cell,
sustentacular cells, and supporting cells. And this is responsible for the production of antigen binding protein, inhibin protein, and finally it forms a barrier, that is known as testicular blood barrier. And this is lined by seminiferous tubules, pseudostratified ciliated columnar. So this is the structure of the epididymis, lined by pseudostratified ciliated columnar, and inside the lumen a sperm is present, and this contains the stereocilia, that is, and outer is the muscles, it is a smooth muscle fiber. And you see this is the highly convoluted, this is epididymis, pseudostratified. 4-5 functions related to the absorption, secretion, maturation, and to provide the nutrition also to the spermatozoa, and finally for the transportation of the spermatozoa. And later on, this is the ductus deferens. This is the single tubule, just converts after the tail of epididymis, and histologically divided into 4 layers: tunica mucosa, tunica submucosa, tunica muscularis, tunica adventitia, which contains following structures. And their lining epithelium is the pseudostratified ciliated columnar. Cilia, because that is for the movement, to provide movement and for the transportation of a sperm from the epididymis to the ejaculatory part of the urethra. So that's why nature provided the epithelium is the ciliated. And this ciliated also present in fallopian tube, because for the provide movement of the ovum, and also present in the respiratory tract for the movement, expel of the cough or inhale of the cough inside the digestive tract or outside the respiratory tract. So you see this is the structure of the ductal difference of the following layers. So today up to this, I think this is clear. If any query, अगर कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो बताओ.
ठीक है, समझ में आ गया सर.
कुछ ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर लग रहा है कि हम नहीं समझ पाए, कुछ पूछना चाहिए.
ये वाला स्ट्रक्चर, ये इसका पहला वाला स्ट्रक्चर सर नहीं दिखाया था.
ये दिस वन,
इसका पहला वाला नहीं सर, और एक ये तो दिखा दिए. नहीं, ये भी दिखा दिए. ये भी दिखाया है. एक बीच में अभी ये भी दिखाया है.
बताना. दिस वन,
ये सब दिखा दिए हैं.
आई थिंक लास्ट हो सकता है, सेकंड लास्ट. दिस वन
जी,
दिस वन
जी, सेकंड लास्ट, ये वाला.
This one, na? So this is also tubular organ, na? This is the lumen. This is the lumen, and this epithelium is the pseudostratified ciliated columnar. This is the histology of ductus deferens. Histology of ductus deferens. Pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium with stereocilia, and this is the muscular layer from hair to hair, inner circular and outer longitudinal layer. This is here, and this layer is outermost layer is serosa layer or adventitia layer. This is serosa or adventitia layer. So I think Vijay, up to this is clear.
जी सर,
है ना? So
अगर इसमें describe in detail about the histology of testis in bull पूछेगा.
हाँ, तो यही लिखना है. पहले तो स्ट्रक्चर उसका जानकारी हो जाना चाहिए, टेस्टिस का क्या क्या स्ट्रक्चर्स होता है, और इंटरनल टू एक्सटर्नल, है ना. अब डिपेंड करता है कि क्वेश्चन कितने नंबर का है.
20 मार्क्स का है सर.
20 मार्क्स है तो पूरा बताएंगे. अब मैंने आपको 20 स्लाइड बताया है, ठीक है. इस 20 स्लाइड में सब स्लाइड को दिखाने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट स्ट्रक्चर, जैसे हिस्टोलॉजी है, इसमें क्लियर कट दिख रहा है ना, तो उसमें सभी स्पर्मेटोगोनिया से लेकर के आप स्पर्मेटिड तक दिखाना है, ठीक है. और सर्टोली सेल्स का जिक्र करना है, लीडिंग सेल्स का जिक्र करना है, क्योंकि ये बड़ा ही इंपॉर्टेंट रोल अदा करता है. इसको बनाना,
थोड़ा सा एक डायग्राम भी बना देना पड़ेगा।
हाँ डायग्राम भी बनाना है, डायग्राम भी बनाना है। सो वी शुड कंक्लूड नाउ।
जी सर।
ओके
ठीक
ठीक विजय,
ठीक है, प्रणाम।
प्रणाम।